Dun, dun. Look at that! I am so excited for today's video, you have no idea. So I am a die-hard Star Wars fan, collector, I love the prequels, and Padme Amidala is obviously one of my favorite characters. Even my username is Isabella Amidala. And for those of you who have ever tried to collect Padme stuff, you know that there really just is not a lot. And obviously, as time has passed and there's not as much stuff in circulation, or stuff gets broken or damaged, lost, whatever, it becomes harder and harder to come across these pieces. So when I opened this up on Christmas, I could not believe what I was seeing. Like, I didn't even know that this doll existed before she gifted it to me. So, like, everybody give a round of applause to her. She's an angel. I'm so grateful. My mother-in-law is such a sweetheart, but let's get into it. So I had to do some research on this because, like I said, I had never seen this doll before. And, you know, not that I know everything that's ever been made, but I've been looking for Padme stuff my whole life. So this was just such an insane find. I honestly don't know how she found this. I found a little bit of lore on a blog actually called Star Wars Shrine. I'm not exactly sure when this blog post is from because it's not dated, but it had to be sometime after 2010 because they reference a chat session with the person that created the doll. This particular doll is so unique because it was the only high-end Star Wars doll ever made. There were Barbies, there were action figures, but this was the only one that was ever made of this quality. It was available exclusively at FAO Schwarz, and it's almost impossible to find now on the secondary market. So again, I don't know how she found this, but I just am so excited. So something that's interesting that I want to note is that this one dress has gone by many different names. So on this box here, it says Queen Amidala Celebration Gown. Within the cosplay community, I've heard a lot of people call it the Parade Gown. And then on the outer box that it came in, it said Victory Gown. So it's all the same gown. It's the last gown we see her in The Phantom Menace, but just, oh my God, I'm so excited. So right here we have a certificate of authenticity. This is Star Wars Episode 1 Queen Amidala by Robert Tonner, available exclusively from FAO Schwarz. This is 211 of 400. So I think I need to frame this and put this up next to the doll because this is just insane. I think this is the lowest edition of anything I have that's Padme, definitely. Face reveal. Oh my gosh, she has a little hairnet and everything. They really packaged her up so well. I'm so glad. Okay. Take out the bubble wrap. Like an ASMR. What's this? More bubble wrap? I think this is just padding. This is a, oh my God, okay. This is a headdress. This is heavy. This is insane. This is stunning. This is so well made and it's like really heavy and beautiful. It's even like jewel encrusted. Like, come on. And then we have the stand down here, which even has like the Naboo signet on it. I think that's the Royal House of Naboo symbol, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to lift this part up. Oh my God, she's stunning. Oh, here's the other part of the stand. Oh my goodness. She's so pretty. Look at her. Oh my gosh. Even the shoes. Okay. Let's move this. Let's make some room. We gotta fluff her out for sure. She's been in a box for 25 years. Oh my God. She is so pretty. Let me take off her little hairnet. Okay, so it looks like she has a little like attachment on the top of her head for her little like buns. So I'm gonna lay her down. This is so cute. It's like a little hairnet. So if you can see, there's like a little piece here that will attach to the back of her head. Okay, I think it's on. I definitely need to give her a little hairspray because her hair is a tiny bit disheveled, but she is stunning. I cannot believe the detail on this doll. Even like her face makeup. She has like each individual eyelash painted, her eyebrows are painted. This gown is stunning. Like, I have a friend who's cosplayed this gown before, and like you just keep making petals, you keep making petals, you think you're done and you've got like 2 rows. So I love that they did a doll of this. I think this is such an underrated look from her. Usually when you see stuff from the Phantom Menace, it's her red gown, which is like obviously it's the most iconic and bold and dramatic, but this is such a pretty feminine look from her. And I just love it. I think I can take the gown off so we can show the dress underneath. Yes, we can. It's a very simple dress underneath, but it's so pretty. Like the quality is really there. It's so pretty. I cannot believe that this is mine. This is like absolutely insane. I've got like the little tabard here. This must be hand painted. Like, this is beautiful. I'll try to show the detail a little closer for you. Stunning. There's like one hair that... Okay, I'm gonna put her dress back on. So it has like kind of a metal piece in there. So it doesn't clasp, but it can wrap around her. This is the dress from the back. It's unbelievable, honestly. I'll have to see what this material is and see if I can maybe steam it. Just because certain parts it has been like laying on, but just like, look at this. Look at this detail, how full it is. I could literally stare at this all day. And here's a closer look at that panel that she wears on her back. Again, I think that's handmade because that is a very intricate piece. It has all this like metal wiring behind it. Padme looks are so exquisite, so I understand why toy companies probably didn't jump at the chance to make these, but that just makes this one so much more unique and special. I also do want to show off her shoes because look how cute these are. She has like little yellow slippers and they have like sparkles on them. So cute. Okay, now let's put her on her stand. I'm gonna have to find room for her on my bookshelf. She is a little tall, so I'm hoping she fits. Dun, dun, dun. Look at her! Oh my god. She is perfection. I could literally just stare at her all day. I definitely want to like fluff out her gown, but like I'm so excited to have this be a part of my collection. I'm honestly honored that this is part of my collection. Look at her. Is this, I don't think this is part of the...
I think it's an option.
So this headpiece was included, which feels like something from her Senate look, so I'm not really sure. It could maybe be from concept art. This could be part of her original look. I'm not sure, so I will definitely have to do some more research about that, but let's try it on. I don't want to mess up her hair. Ooh. This does not seem to fit. And I don't want to mess her up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like that? That's definitely wrong. That's definitely like, it's definitely supposed to be further back, but her ears aren't really holding it, and I don't want to destroy her hair. So I'll update you guys about that, but I think I'm just gonna keep her buns on. Slay. Oh my god, I love her. So going back to the blog post, this was really the best information I could find about this doll. She also grew up loving Padme and not really being able to find a lot of stuff, so I really relate to her. But what's really interesting is that this was the only doll that was made, but there were 2 or 3 other costumes. So I think there was a trunk for sale that came with the other costumes, and this was like the standard dress that came with the doll. But I just think this is such a special part of Star Wars history. I still can't believe this is the only doll of its kind when it comes to Star Wars dolls. It's just so, so special. And I just have to mention this. I don't know if this is still up. I did not click on the link. But she has here at the end of her blog, asked doll designer Robert Tonner to make more Star Wars dolls. Sign the petition. So I definitely need to sign that because I would buy dolls of every single one of her dresses. Like, I know people love sideshow collectibles, but like, I want this, but every Padme outfit, because every outfit of hers is just so unique and honestly completely different from everything else she wears. Because every outfit of hers is truly so unique and beautiful, and almost all of her dresses were hand sewn and hand embroidered and painted, and there was just so much love that went into the costuming, particularly of Padme Amidala. And as someone who loves fashion, who loves cosplaying, who loves recreating Padme's looks, I just never get tired of it. So I just found another blog post. This is from Jenna Brazier, and she posted this in 2020, so this is a lot more recent than the previous blog post, but I found some more information. So like I had said earlier, the Victory Gown doll was 400 pieces, but there was a trunk set that was only 200 pieces. So that's why that's almost impossible to find. Whoever bought this doll back in 1999 knew it was a collector's item and obviously took care of them and kept them. I don't blame them. I would never let go of this doll, but I wanted to read off what was included. So it came with a blue trunk with the Naboo crest printed on front to keep both outfits and the doll. It came with the Victory Celebration outfit, and then it came with an alternative outfit, which was the Senate kimono outfit. Oh, I think this headpiece, I was right. I said this looked like her Senate headpiece, and it definitely is. So the advertisement shows a blue kimono. However, all other images slash promos I have found show a light pink kimono with red underdress and gold belt. This is crazy. I can't believe we can't even find photos of this doll. It is that rare. Unfortunately, this is so low res, it's basically unreadable, but it does show the blue kimono, so that's interesting. So aside from the advert, which shows a prototype blue kimono, the only other printed information I've found on the doll is a little Debbie card from Rancho Obi-Wan. Of course, they would have it, which I believe are collectible cards that came in Little Debbie packs in the US. It shows the pink version of the Senate kimono on the back with the following info. Oh. Toy licensee Hasbro made at least a half dozen reasonably priced Queen Amidala dolls for Star Wars The Phantom Menace, but sales weren't high because the film didn't attract much of a young female audience. But in 1999, the Robert Tonner Doll Co. made high-quality porcelain collectible dolls of the Queen with 2 different outfits. Consumers could get one doll in both outfits in an elaborate trunk set. Despite the many layers of clothing, the dolls didn't come with any instructions or even photos for how to get Amidala ready for her appearances. Hello, Editing Isabella here. I just wanted to pop in because I found some really interesting stuff while I was doing some more research. So you may have noticed that the doll I have does not have the headpiece that goes across the top of her forehead. And that is actually a very common occurrence with these dolls. When they were first produced and shipped out, there was an issue with the shipping, and many of these porcelain dolls arrived broken. Many of the feet or the hands or even the heads were broken. So that drastically reduced the amount of dolls that were actually sold. So that 400 and 200 count was even less than that. And on top of that, many of the dolls were shipped with the wrong headpiece. So it was an authentic headpiece for the doll, but it did not correspond with the correct dress. Which means it is almost impossible to find this doll in perfect condition with the correct pieces. I also believe that this doll has to be one of the most expensive Star Wars pieces of merchandise ever sold in a toy store. Yes, there have been prop sales and auctions, but to have something at a toy store at this price point is kind of bonkers. In my research, I found that the single doll was sold for $495 and the trunk set was sold for $1,200. And yes, I did use an inflation calculator and found that the single doll in today's money would have been $932. And the trunk set comes out to $2,260. And the last thing I'm going to add is that unfortunately, most of the shoes are broken now. That has to do with the glue. It's just from age and they can be fixed. I unfortunately did not realize that she was wearing heels, not flats, and the pieces actually broke off while I was filming the video. I'm going to do a little bit more research and see what I can do to further restore this doll. I definitely want to try to fix her hair, just kind of smooth it out. She just has like a few stray pieces. I would love to see if I could find that headband for sale individually. I know that's really not likely. And like I said earlier, I want to steam the petals on the cape if possible, and then we'll fix her shoes. So maybe I'll make another video about that, of just restoring her to all her glory. But yeah, let's get back to the video. I just can't get enough Padme merch, and I do have quite a large prequel collection, but specifically Padme, I really don't have too much, and that's just because there wasn't a lot that was made. But if that is something that you guys would like to see, definitely let me know down in the comments below, and I can put together a video of my Padme collection. I am just so happy to be adding this to my collection. She's literally perfect, and I'm probably gonna spend the rest of my night reorganizing my bookshelf so I can kind of make her the focal point. I do have a Barbie doll of Padme there, but I think she is the moment. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I love making all kinds of Star Wars content like this that's fashion and fandom related. I appreciate you so much. May the Force be with you, and I'll see you in the next one.